All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on and welcome all inside IA Baseball's coverage of the Senior All-Star Series Day 3 from Barton Field, home of the Urbandale Jayhawks here, as we get set and ready to end what has been a fantastic 2025 Senior All-Star Series. And again, we're here on day 3 as we get the games to start off. Will be Large Schools East against the Small Schools West. And we've got that rocking and rolling here for you in just a bit. Again, this is the day 3, the end cap of the entire series. Again, a great way to officially end off the 2025 baseball season, any baseball season. It is done very well. The Coaches Association do an absolute fantastic job of making this an experience for both the fans and, of course, the players as well, wearing their high school uniform for the final time. And, boy, it's also just a great time to just see some high quality baseball. You got these guys who have been in programs for 4+ years. And they just know how to play the ball mentally, physically, all of that. And it's just a real fun atmosphere as, again, we wrap up the 2025 edition this season. Again, I am Andrew Brown, helping you through all the action here today, and want to say thank you for tuning in, as this broadcast is brought to you by the great folks at the Log Cabin Greek Steakhouse. Make sure to check them out in Galena, Illinois. If you're having a good road trip, man, head on over to Galena and take a little bit of vacation time. And while you're there, match it with the great dining experience that is the Log Cabin Greek Steakhouse. Check them out today, again, at online or across social media. Plenty of chances to catch them, again, right here, not just here on the iSports YouTube page, but all across our 25 campaign and beyond. So make sure to check them out. They were a big help of ours to bring us the multi-camera setup that we have here, including right behind the plate and a little bit off to the side here. So again, we get to do this, and again, a large part due to the people who make it so. So right now, let's go ahead, and as always, again, we have the opening game, which is going to be a good one here as we get Large Schools East up against the Small Schools West squads. And let's go ahead and give you what's it going to look like here, starting with the batting order as we bring that up here again. For the Large Schools East, the visiting team on the scoreboard, they are starting off the way they did last time as they look at Cameron Francois, the shortstop, starting things off as he'll be leading off, and then he'll be followed by the Marion center fielder in Grayson Kirsch. And in the number 3 hole will be Cade Dalfelt in right field, the Muscatine product with a heck of a season of his own, wearing number 19. And then the Trojan out of Iowa City West, Declan Bunn, will be behind the plate here today, wearing number 2, followed by the other Prairie extraordinaire, Mike Day. He'll be at second. And then that'll be followed up by Anderson Sherm, the DH, as he'll be DHing for the 2025 4A Cy Young Award winner in Bo Collingwood, as he'll be on the bump. And then he'll be followed by the Western Dubuque product in Tanner Anderson at third base, man in the hot corner today. And then he'll be followed by Lucas Jablonski at first, and Evan Ralphs will be doing the duties in left field. He'll be wrapping up his time in left field here today. And then, of course, we'll move on over to take a look at the Small Schools West squad. Starts with the North Polk extraordinaire and Mr. IA Baseball runner-up in Drew Owen. He'll be camped out in center field, followed by Ethan Erickson. Gets the chance to do some infield work here as he'll be planted at third base. And he'll be doing the duties wearing that number 4 for one final game here in his illustrious career. And then he'll be followed by the Iowa commit here in Van Meter, shortstop Cole Moore. He'll be poked at the shortstop spot. And then he'll be followed by the Kirkwood commit in Colin Holman. He'll be on the bump here today for Small Schools West. followed by the all-time single-season doubles leader in Trey White. He'll be at second base, followed by the Algona product in Aiden Ulrich at first, and then it will be Caleb Kuhl doing the DHing duties here today. And he will be DHing for the right fielder out of Nevada in Jackson Burlage. And then behind the plate, I should say, will be the one and only Tanner Rowe out of Ogden. Before he takes off, he'll be doing one more time in catcher's gear today. And then he'll be followed by the Winterset extraordinaire, Bowen Tadlock, who will be placed in left field for today's contest. And again, those have been the lineups here brought to you by Casmium Sports. They have been our 2025 stats extraordinaire across the season. And again, anytime that you want any stats, anything to help your program or more reach that next level, you've got to check out Casmium Sports. Check them out across social media, online, or hit them up, give them a call. They would definitely love to hear from you. Right now, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. We're going to get the national anthem in here, and then we get rolling with Game 1 of the final day of the 2025 Senior All-Star Series. Again, it is the Small Schools West squad up against the Large Schools East squad as we get battling it out with the right for the Small Schools West to try and remain perfect. But right now, we'll go ahead and take a quick timeout for the national anthem. All right, and let's go ahead and once more take you back to the Large Schools East squad. And again, as we mentioned, Cameron Francois doing the duties to kick things off at short, followed by Grayson Kirsch, again, one of the big products out of Marion that just kind of excelled on all fronts this year. And speaking about excelling, Cade Dahlfeld is doing the duties in the number 3 hole. And then Declan Bunn will be behind the plate here today. And, of course, Mike Day, followed by Anderson Sherm, Tanner Anderson, Lucas Jablonski, and Evan Ralphs. This will be the final time that we will get to see some big-time coaching here. In fact, the last couple of weeks have been the wrap-up of some legendary head coaches here in the state of Iowa. We saw the state tournament witness the ending of 2 historical runs. Andy Osborne out of Bishop Heelan ended his 18-year career there. And Michael Barta out of Johnston wrapped up 14 years with the Dragons, 5 state title wins, 7 state title appearances, and 10 consecutive CIML conference crowns. Again, a lot of great times there. But we will also get the chance on this field right here to see the final time for Coach Ralphs for the Large Schools East squad. This is the last time he will be putting on a North Scott Lancer uniform of any type. And then following that, his time will be done in the high school ranks. And, it is one thing, after, I believe after 14 years, he said he is, or 18 years maybe, he is wrapping up his time. And I talked to him yesterday, and he mentioned, it's just going to be hard. The hardest thing is going to be turning it off. You get to this part of the season, you get into preseason, during the season, and you're so used to going gung ho, all the time, lightning fast. And he said he's looking forward to it, but as much as it's going to be relaxing, also a little bit of a challenge. And if you know Coach Ralph's, definitely that's the case. He's one that goes 100% all the time. And so not only North Scott, but the Iowa high school baseball world will miss him as well. But again, legendary head coaches off to do different things in their lives, and we wish them the best of luck. But right now, we get into it here. It is Large Schools East to kick things off, as we will now take you inside the field as we get the look here. And again, from the Large Schools East lineup, again, it starts off with the one and only Cameron Francois. So again, thanks for joining us. Plenty of chances for you to catch up. We're across the social media scene. That includes iBaseball on Facebook, on Instagram. That includes Twitter, or, if you really want to be specific, X. We're also on TikTok. If you like some of that, then go ahead and hit up TikTok as well. Plenty of chances to catch up on what we're doing here. And again, as always, you can connect with us anywhere. That also includes ibaseball1@gmail.com. Chance for you to get your thoughts or anything in, highlights. During the season, we love to do highlights. We love to make sure that we highlight the athletes, right? And if there's a big game or a series of big games, we want to have that highlighted. So make sure to hit us up across ibaseball1@gmail.com. And we start things off here with Cameron Francois, the leadoff man once again. And, he continues to look pretty strong. The season was a strong year for him. He takes a look, and we go strike one to start things off. Last time up, he reached on a double and a fielder's choice as well. So with that going to 1-2, again, this is the final day. We will see all of these guys in high school uniforms once more. And, of course, on the mound, Colin Homan not changing colors too much, headed to Kirkwood following his time here. As that one gets hit up high, and that will breach the outfield grass and calling off the second baseman out there, and right with a nice catch and a heck of an effort out there by Jackson Burlage.
Flies out to right. Brings to the plate the center fielder from Marion High School, Grayson Kirsch.
And now we get Grayson Kirsch stepping on up to the plate, center fielder here out of Marion High School. And we've seen what Marion's been able to do the last few years. You got upended in their postseason run here to Mount Vernon. But ultimately a strong year, fun year for what they've been able to do. We caught the tail end of them live in a broadcast this season. And certainly, this is a squad that has been led by Coach Fish. That has been really fun to watch every year. And Marion's always putting out some good stuff there. Wonderful venue there in Marion. And, of course, just a great program overall. That one gets sent right back. And scares a fan a little bit. I mean, that ball's coming out fast at you. That's why we have the fence. The 2-2 delivery sails too far outside. We now draw it full. And with that, nicely done and nicely placed. That's a strikeout here, first of the day for Colin Homan, as now he draws 2 out. And we now get the Muscatine product, Cade Daufelt, up at the plate. Takes a look at strike one in his first trip here. and sends that right side, a hard hit ball, but we go now and move it again now to 0-2. Well, last time he got onto the, he did some pitching duties, but last time he was at bat, it was day one, and a good time for him. He went 1 for 3, also stole a base as well. And with the 1-2 count here, trying to get on and become the first base runner of the game. Again, we are just starting off the top of inning number 1. That one just bounces away, and we remain pat at a 1-2 count. Again, on the mound is Colin Homan, part of the Remsen St. Mary's team that has been consistently at the state tournament. And, of course, they were there once again this year, but got upended in what was really a magical run here for Hillcrest Academy as they moved on to the semifinal round. But again, ultimately, a 2-loss season here for Remsen St. Mary's, another year in which they just continue to produce. Coach Harpenau is, again, not only it was a fun season because he started the year with a milestone victory up over 400. As that one gets high, a major league pop-up here for Cole Moore, and he'll catch it near a shortstop, a second base side. And the pop-out will officially make it 1, 2, and 3. Colin Homan going up strong as he starts things off. No hits, no runs, no errors, nobody left on base. All zeros up to this point. And it will be the Small Schools West coming on up to bat. And when they do, it will be Drew Owen. And it will be Ethan Erickson, Cole Moore to kick things off when we return right here on the IA Baseball Network. Hey everybody, got something special for all you electric fence owners out there. It's called Insolites, the LED flashing insulated light that you can see from up to half a mile or more away. It's so great you can see it from the comforts of your car or even your own home. That's right, you can put it onto almost any type of post out there, run the wire right through it, and that's all you need to do. Because Insolites goes with the pulse of the fence. So if there is no pulse, there is no flashing light, helping you locate where a problem may be or where a problem may exist that you didn't know was happening. It's simple as that. So you don't need to ground anything, add any bulky equipment, or shock yourself to test if your fence is working. All you need to do today is head to insolites.com and get you some, and you will not be disappointed. It's simplicity at its finest. So go ahead to insolites.com today and get you some. Oh, and by the way, make sure to tell them that IA Baseball sent you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on back into the broadcast here. Andrew Brown ready to start things off with the bottom half of the inning as we have the one and only Drew Owens starting things off. Mr. I Baseball finalist here takes ball one on the inner side, and what a year he had had. Again, leading most outfielders in total bases, hits overall, and extra base hits. It was absolutely a season in which North Polk, after losing 70% of their offensive production and defensive production, ends up getting one game shy of the state tournament here. An absolute heck of an effort here. And again, you got to give a lot of shout out to the coaching staff as well as these players. Again, they made it work, and so they got one win shy, falling unfortunately to Carlisle in that battle. But again, it ensured a 9th consecutive season in which a Raccoon River Conference team had entered the state tournament, one of the longest active streaks currently going. So the 2-1 count here from Bo Collingwood. As that one sets up high, that will be left field nearing the line, and that will be a nice catch out there by Rolfs as he enters foul territory, and that will be out number 1. Again, Bo Collingwood, the Class 4A Cy Young Award winner here. If you want to go through and check out all the awards that we had given out, then you can go ahead and check out our iSports YouTube page right here, or you can catch us on social media, anywhere that you can really find our content, including rockfin.com, ROKFIN.com/IA Baseball. And that brings up Ethan Erickson to the plate. Erickson takes a look at ball 1, and what has been, the last couple years for him has just been an absolute tear. Team's not doing very well when he steps up to the plate. The power hitting extraordinaire heading to Iowa Central following his time. Collingwood looks, and he'll fire. And that one's shot left side, foul, strike 1. Again, Collingwood heading to Blinn Junior College following his time here. One last time in a Spartans uniform. Again, and absolutely, he was dazzling here across the 2025 campaign. He'll take a look and go up again against Ethan Erickson on a Bishop Heelan. That one tried to make him fish for it. He did not. Ball 2. On the year, Bo Collingwood was near perfect, 7-1 on his record through 49 innings pitched. He put up 75 strikeouts and a minuscule 0.86 ERA. Teams hitting just 159 against him as he gets Erickson to swing through that one and bring the count even at 2-2. So with one down, Erickson trying to become the first base runner for either team here in the bottom half of the first. And now the pitch. That one sharply put left side, but on the wrong side of the chalk line. And Ethan Erickson, a couple years ago, was nearing the Bishop Heelan single-season home run record. He was, I believe, third in that line. Of course, some very big names to come out of the Bishop Heelan ranks here in terms of home runs. So to be on that list is absolutely impressive. That one gets sent back, and we keep it right there at 2-2. You know what? At the beginning of the season here, speaking about the man on the mound and Bo Collingwood, there was a good chance when we thought what awards we wanted to put out that there would be a Cy Young Award winner from Pleasant Valley. And, of course, we all know Lincoln Dalton and what he's been able to do. But I got to say, Bo Collingwood came out and just kind of had a really breakout season. As that one is shot left side deep in the hole. Anderson from all the way at the third base side got him by a step. Wow, that's a good arm. He even slid a little bit as he kind of slid towards the line. And boy, a little bit of an off-balance throw, but he has an arm. The cannon is over there at third base. And the 5-3 put out now brings us out number 2. And now we get the Van Meter product Iowa commit here in Colmore. Following what is a great baseball lineage here. Collingwood with the pitch. A nice two-seamer broke in perfectly, gets the strike 1. Again, his older brother Reese Moore, formerly an Iowa Hawkeye, now a Gamecock for the University of South Carolina through the transfer portal. Moore still looking like he's headed Hawkeye bound. The 0-1 count, and that one slap left side. That'll be over Francois' head, and the first base runner of the game will be credited to Van Meter's Colmore as he gets onto the base pass here with 2 down. And that'll bring up Colin Homan to the plate. A pitcher battle here today. Homan, again, last 2 years, has ended the season top 5 in home runs across the 1A scene, and it's not really hard to tell why. The guy hits the ball hard, and it just goes a long, long way. He takes a look at ball 1. Again, Holman with Moore setting off, and what a shot that was. The Rocket gets Moore now moving over to third. The hit and run was played to perfection. That was almost a heck of a play by Jablonski there, but it skirted right under the glove, and in the end, it into the outfield grass. And we have something cooking here as Trey White stepping on up to the plate.
Trey White.
White, again, 35 doubles on the season, passes Marshall Cohen, who held that mark since 2010. Yeah, that's right, the same Marshall Cohen that had a 57-yarder against Pittsburgh on the football field. So, again, a heck of an athlete there out of Solon, again, in Cohen. But this guy right here surpassed that in the doubles count as he starts things off with ball 1. And now runner taking off here. A new runner onto the base pass here is Carlisle's Isaiah Busick. Humboldt had actually a really stellar season here, quietly a stellar season. Ultimately, this is the same team that took down the very hot Algona squad twice, including a regular season split of a doubleheader and the big thromping that they did in the postseason. Again, this was a heck of a year here for Humboldt, and Busick being a big part of that. The strikeout leader for this program, also just again an overall great leader. The 1-1 as he'll be taken off, but having to head right on back again. Again, Bo Collingwood on the mound here as we have the 1-2 count. Collingwood, part of the Spartan squad out of Pleasant Valley that rose the ranks. Really were high in the rankings all year, and rose up to be again tops in the 4A scene once they hit the postseason. So a heck of a year for them as they managed to really go through what is a gauntlet of a schedule. And with that, a challenge heater up and high. It gets swung on but cannot connect. And Trey White set down on strikeouts. The first strikeout of the ball game here for Collingwood as we now go through 5 Small Schools West batters, but no Small Schools West runs. So despite a couple hits here in the process, no runs across the board, 2 runners left on base, and we get the chance to move on into the next half inning. And then when we do, it will be for the second inning, Bunn, Day, and Sherm to kick things off and get us rolling when we return right here on the IA Baseball Network. Hey everybody, got something special for all you electric fence owners out there. It's called Insolites, the LED flashing insulated light that you can see from up to half a mile or more away. It's so great you can see it from the comforts of your car or even your own home. That's right, you can put it onto almost any type of post out there, run the wire right through it, and that's all you need to do. Because Insolites goes with the pulse of the fence. So if there is no pulse, there is no flashing light, helping you locate where a problem may be or where a problem may exist that you didn't know was happening. It's simple as that. So you don't need to ground anything, add any bulky equipment, or shock yourself to test if your fence is working. All you need to do today is head to insolites.com and get you some, and you will not be disappointed. It's simplicity at its finest. So go ahead to insolites.com today and get you some. Oh, and by the way, make sure to tell them that IA Baseball sent you. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the broadcast. Andrew Brown ready to help and ready to roll here as we get rolling. Thank you again for tuning in as we are live from Barton Field, home of the Urbandale Jayhawks, and this is the final day of the 2025 Senior All-Star Series, and we get the chance to do so here between the Large Schools East squad and the Small Schools West squad. And we go ahead here. We start off with Declan Bunn getting things rolling here. He has a 1-1 count. And he takes now strike on the inner side, 1-2. The Trojans under first-year head coach here, and Jamie O'Mara. A strong season out of them. Again, the gauntlet of a year. But ultimately, that was, again, fun to watch. And that one tried to catch the outer corner, but could not. In the end, that will draw the walk and a runner onto the base pass here. First time for Large Schools East, who are looking for their first victory here of the Senior All-Star Series. So as Bunn will draw the walk, it'll be Mike Day to step on up and get his chance here in this one. Day so far, last game went 0 for 2, but had a walk as well. A 1-0 count and the delivery from Colin Holman as he looks off and now heads home. That one gets hit high, and that will be playable. And a nice catch on the run. Heck of an effort there behind the dish. Tanner Rowe with an absolutely heck of a catch. And that's hard when you're facing the sun, you're facing any clouds, you're anything. That is hard to catch. And in the end, he does so for out number 1.
State champions, the designated hitter, Anderson Sherm.
So with one down, we bring up Anderson Sherm, first-team All-State catcher across the 3A scene. As much to do with the mental side of the game as he does the physical side of the game. That one's sent foul, strike 1. If you're not a fan of Instagram, I think you might want to check out what he's doing across there, as he has chronicled every single day of his baseball journey through high school, and it's been really fun to see what he's done, and in terms of what he eats, of course, the routine he goes through off season, in season, as that one's shot out there to short. The nice pick and the exchange gives it a double play field. Heck of an effort there. What a play, and that's how you set it down. Great job from the Small Schools West, splashing the leather there and capturing 2 quick outs. And just like that, the time here is done in this half inning. And we get the bottom half of the inning coming right around the corner, though. Ulrich, Cool, and Rowe due up next right here on the IA Baseball Network.
Large West, they will send to the plate 6, 7, 8.
Hey everybody, got something special for all you electric fence owners out there. It's called Insulites.
RDA Financial Network is a proud sponsor of IABaseball.com. RDA supports the sport of baseball in the state of Iowa. We believe the game of baseball promotes many values such as hard work, determination, and teamwork, values that matter on and off the baseball field, and values that we demonstrate to our clients every day in our offices across the country. RDA provides financial planning and wealth management services to our clients in 6 communities in the state of Iowa. RDA Financial Network is an SEC-registered investment advisory firm. RDA advisors may offer securities through United Planners Financial Services, a member of FINRA and SIPC. United Planners is not affiliated with RDA Financial Network nor IABaseball.com. Please visit RDAFN.com to find an RDA advisor near you.
I remember personally when I was young watching the guys that were playing sports, basketball, football, wrestling, whatever it was, when they were in high school, and just thinking, how great they were, and just wanting to be like them when I was older. So yeah, we are definitely always role models for those younger kids, those middle schoolers.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the bottom half of inning number 3. Aiden Ulrich starting things off here for the Small Schools West squad. They so far have the only 2 hits of the ball game at the moment. And again, it has been a heck of a time so far for them. It has been a fun atmosphere. And again, this has been day 3 of the Senior All-Star Series. That one goes in there for the strike. So the 0-2 count. Again, as we continue along here, don't forget plenty of chances for you to catch up on what we're doing across the baseball scene, as well as other sports. High football is in full swing here with preseason camps and a whole lot of great stuff coming on up here. That'll be, again, we'll get camps rolling next week, and then, of course, off to the races from there. But that's a strikeout here for Bo Collingwood, market number 2 of the game. And that's back-to-back as we go back to the last inning. And now we bring up the DH in Caleb Cool, DHing for the right fielder in Jackson Burlage out of Nevada. Cool, we mentioned yesterday, he has been a part of that Logan Magnolia squad that was just, some didn't see him coming, but man, did they really burst onto the scene really strong. And of course, made it into the state tournament once again. With 0-1 count here and 1 down. And of course, as making sure we look up here. Trying to make sure if we find that it has been not too many times that Logan Magnolia has found a way into the state tournament, but again, this year was a heck of a year for them. So I believe maybe one of the, if not their first season to make the state tournament. Right now, though, as we get back to the action, 2-1 with the count here. Bo Collingwood with the pitch. That one catches the outer edge just right and now brings it even at 2-2. Collingwood again. What a season he had. 75 strikeouts on the year, a whip of just .65. And gets him there. The challenge fastball not able to be met, and that is strikeout number 3. That marks it 3 in a row. As now we get Tanner Rowe stepping on up to the plate.
For 3 Ks in a row here. Brings to the plate the catcher from Ogden, Tanner Roy.
Rowe, part of the Ogden squad that 2 years ago made a deep postseason run. And this year, again, had a few bumps here in the Ray, but as far as his production, another 300-plus season for him, batting average-wise. Rowe did not take part in the last game here for the Small Schools West. But did take part in game 1 where he went 1 for 3, had a single. So he's had 1 hit so far in the Senior All-Star Series. Is a 2-0 count here to the 4A Cy Young strong arm in Pleasant Valley's Bo Collingwood. So again, as we continue to move on, Want to give a big shout out here to, again, the umpires to make this game possible, all those who have generously donated their time, and, of course, those who go through all the hot days, all the crazy weather, and all of that. So really appreciate what they do, because without them, we just don't have this game. So that one's shot in there for strike one here. Again, 2 down in this inning. Small Schools West with the only hits so far in this game, 2 in which they produced last inning. Looking for their first here. So far, Collingwood's gotten in a rhythm here, 2 consecutive strikeouts. But he will put another runner onto the base pass. This his first walk of the game. As Rowe will draw the walk and bring up Bowen Tadlock to the plate. The Winterset product sporting the camo uniform here today. White bottom, camo top, red lettering.
From Sergeant Bluff Luton.
And we've got Tanner Clean doing the pitch running duties for the catcher in Rowe. Again, we got one more game following this one here to wrap up the Senior All-Star Series. Again, this is dead week, and a lot of Iowa High School athletic activities are suspended for this week, and so the fact that we get the chance to have a great field here like Barton Field as runners taken off, the throw is in line but bounced just off once it got there. And Tanner Clean will be credited with the stolen base here.
Stolen base.
Tadlock looking at a 1-0 count here, trying to poke across, potentially the first run of the ball game. And here in the bottom of the second here, 7-inning affair here from Barton Field. And the next pitch, that one gets lifted high. That will be in shallow left center field. Coming on with a diving attempt is Grayson Kirsch, and he'll snag that one. Heck of an effort out of him. And that is how you wrap up the inning. Wow. That was looked to be a collision between him and Ross, but a nice diving attempt seals the deal for out number 3. And with that, no runs crossing the board for 2 straight innings now. And we will have to head to a brand new top half of the third when we come back. It'll be Anderson, Jablonski, Ralphs due up next when we return right here on the IA Baseball Network.
They're going to send to the plate 7.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Brown here with IA Baseball. I'm here at the PBR Spring League, but man, there's a whole lot of good that I want to talk to you about outside of what's happening on the fields, and that includes the batting donut. That's right here, the batting donut. I would urge anybody to check out. It is a really cool way to help improve your confidence and boost your energy, boost your endurance, all by slipping this onto your bat. That's it. And hey, look at that. You got sprinkles, you got everything. It's the whole package. And by the way, they come in pink as well. They come in 9 and 16 ounce versions. So go ahead and check that out as soon as you get the chance. A great way to help boost your swing and boost the confidence of your swing as well. So again, if you get the chance, hey, check out the Batting Donut and check them out at the Batting Donut online, or hit them up at sweetenyourswing.com. And while you're there, let them know that IA Baseball sent you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, inside the broadcast. Andrew Brown getting ready as we start a brand new inning. Tanner Anderson kicking us off here. And from the 0-1 count, he watches that one sail off 1-1. Anderson, part of the Bobcat squad that made it to back-to-back sub-state finals. As that one is slapped right side, and a play made by Aiden Ulrich in foul territory. That was fun to watch, and he secures a heck of an out. Two great outs over the last 2 plays. And now that'll bring up, as we move right along here, to Lucas Jablonski.
From Pella High School, the first baseman, Lucas Jablonski.
Jablonski 1 for 3 yesterday. takes a look at strike one on the outer edge to start his final time in a Pella Dutch uniform. Again, Pella with an absolute heck of a year. They started the season ranked number 2 and ended the season ranked number 1. And they were part of the only state tournament title game to have a number 1 and number 2 seed battle it out. That one tails outside, ball 1. Again, a wild state tournament across all 4 classes here. 2 number 1s go down in the first round, and 2 number 8s go deep, including Bettendorf, as that one is set in there for a strike. And Colin Homan with his second strikeout of the game. And now we get Evan Rolfs, the son of Coach Travis Rolfs, who will be, both of them will be donning a North Scott uniform for the last time here. And it means a lot that it gets to be here in the Senior All-Star Series. The final time as we get to wrap up what was, again, an amazing baseball season. And so now we go quickly move to an 0-2 count here. Ullman with a heck of a season in 2025, 80 strikeouts, a 1.08 ERA. And that one tailed too far outside. He did all of that through 51 innings, and he was 8-2 in his record across 2025. A 1-2 delivery. That one shot foul, keeps it right where we are at 1-2. North Scott, a couple years removed from being top 2 in the conference here. And the MAC conference is absolutely one of those that you look at, and it has top arms, it has top bats. It really is a heck of a conference here, and it has given conferences like CIML and others a run for their money for sure. The 2-2 delivery. That one shot right side, a slow roller to White, but he'll get it, pick it up in time, and he'll secure the out. And that marks 1-2-3 inning here, the second 1-2-3 inning here for Small Schools West defensively, as Rolfs grounds out. And we get to wrap up this half of the inning. We get to wrap up the top half of inning. We got to wrap up inning number 3 entirely. So, again, appreciate everyone for tuning in. And thanks again, as always, across the 2025 season for connecting with us, as we always want to connect with you. But right now, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back. Large Schools East due up right after this. Small Schools West due up after this.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Brown here with IA Baseball. I'm here at the PBR Spring League, but, man, there's
when you go home, you'll feel good about what you did, and you're doing it for the kids. If they don't have us, they don't have these games.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here as we get you our inning by inning tracker up to this point. And it has looked a lot like this. Just 2 hits so far and no runs. So not a lot to talk about here. Large Schools East and Large Schools West battling it out here today. And the West with the only 2 hits of the ball game so far. And looking to try and change the tides here. Small Schools West. And it will be the top of the lineup here in Drew Owen as we get rocking and rolling. Again, North Polk, heck of a year for them. Again, we mentioned the fact that they lost so much from the year prior, and they had their big flash bat here in Chase Fjelland, who walked off the state tournament opener and the state tournament title game 2 years ago, and helped the North Polk Comets win one of their first titles. That one in there finds its way in the zone here for strike 1. Again, it was their second title since 2014. The Comets have had several runner-ups, including 98, 06, 2012, 2013. A heck of a 2-year run. Also 2023. And, of course, 24 being the time that they take the championships. Again, first time that they've done that since 2014. Right now, a 1-1 count here to the North Pole product, and Drew Owen sends that back here when we go 1-2. And Drew Owen, a Mr. IA Baseball finalist here. 53 strikeouts on the mound, but oh boy, did he have an even better season with the bat. And he had just as many putouts from the outfield as any outfielder this season. In fact, he led all outfielders in Class 3A in total bases. As that one sails just a bit on Bo Collingwood for a 2-2 count. Again, make sure to check up next week. We will have IA football coverage here for you. And so we get football season looked at, camped out, and underway. The 2-2, that one just gets away from him a bit. And good kudos to Drew Owen as he goes from an 0-2 count on, brings it full 3-2. On deck, Ethan Erickson, the Bishop Heelan product. Collingwood looks, and now he fires home. That one gets away just a little bit high, and that will mark a walk here, the first time onto the base pass here for Drew Owen.
Do. They get a base. Steps to the plate, third baseman from Heelan, Ethan Erickson.
And so as Drew Owen gets to the bases for the first time, Ethan Erickson will step on up for his second at-bat. He grounded out his last time in a heck of a shot to a fellow third baseman in Tanner Anderson. Keeping him honest over there at first. Again, Drew Owen out of North Polk High School. Again, he's part of a squad residing in the Raccoon River Conference. I believe this is their fourth year inside the Raccoon River Conference. And they have showed up and showed out. You know, ever since being in the conference, they've made it to back-to-back state title games. Last year, winning the title, the second in program history. That one sent high as Owen is taken off the second. And that one will just hit the top of the fence and head into the stands. Not much can do Vibun behind the dish there. He looks at it and watched it head out. And in the end, we move to an 0-1 count. And Ethan Erickson up at the plate from the Bishop Heelan Crusaders, making their 21st state tournament trip this past season. They, too, were one of those that, again, they won Surprise Team of the Year simply because of all that they lost and the fact that they still ended the regular season ranked number 2 in the 3A polls. Again, it's just a testament to what happens in the program. Owen taken off. There will be a throw. Sails high on him. And a nice slide in here from the North Polk senior. He'll get a stolen base credited, as that will be the second stolen base here for Small Schools West. As he stands on second, Erickson standing on at home plate. And now taking off to third. That one gets hit high. That will be playable out there in right field. Owen will have to head on back as Daufelt will record out number 2.
Flies out to
Drew
right.
Owen, again, a man among many talents, 24 stolen bases out of 25 attempts on the season. We'll see if he tries to do something like that here with Cole Moore stepping on up to the plate. Moore singled and made it all the way to third his last time up. But he would like to change the tides here with one down. And he ropes that one into right field. And they're looking to leave Owen right where he is at third. Heck of a play by Daufelt in right field to keep it there and not let it go any further. But back-to-back singles here from the Iowa commit, Cole Moore.
With the second base hit of the game, puts runners at the corners. With one away, it's the cleanup
And with
hitter.
that, again, runners on the corners as we now move to Colin Holman. And now Moore taking off to second. There will be a throw, and it will not be in time. Run just a little bit late and off on the throw, and 2 stolen bases in 1 inning there. Moore standing now, ready to roll. And again, Colin Holman standing at the plate here with a 1-0 count and just 1 down here. A big chance here for the Small Schools West, who are currently undefeated in the Senior All-Star Series. The only team to do so right now. They took down Large Schools West in Game 1 and then Small Schools East in Game 2. Their third game here against Large Schools East, they found themselves with a potential chance to score first. That one draws now a 3-0 count from Bo Collingwood out of Pleasant Valley. Again, we have Cole Moore on second, Drew Owen on third. And the delivery, that one sailing too high, and Holman with a 4-pitch walk as he gets on. As for the second time here in this one, that will bring up Trey White to the plate.
The second baseman for Martinsdale
St. Mary's all the way to the state title game here in 2025. A season in which there was a lot that seemingly to kind of make up for, because the year prior they lose just shy of the sub-state final. For them, they got upended, and this is a program that has been well documented, well decorated. And right now he's going up against one of the best pitchers in 4A in Bo Collingwood. The pitch, that one is roped and caught by Jablonski with a heck of an effort for the double play. Flashing the leather, Pelazone, Lucas Jablonski nails it on a rope, and with good wherewithal to find the base and get the double play. Heck of an effort, and that will effectively end the inning and the threat here. So we once again remain a scoreless ball game as we head into the 4th inning when we return right here on the IA Baseball Network.
Complete, great game here, as you might.
When you go home, you'll feel good about what you did, and you know you're doing it for the kids. If they don't have us, they don't have these games.
Life's buzzing with energy, from the delightfully routine to the novel and exciting to the truly uncharted. With all that life brings, it's easy to lose track of what powers all those moments, our health. At Mercy One, our caring doctors focus on just that, powering health, from the everyday to the extraordinary. So you're ready for what life brings next. Find care at mercyone.org/healthpowerslife.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get Cameron Francois with a deep shot left field, and that'll come to the warning track. A heck of an effort from him as his second extra base hit of the Senior All-Star Series comes in the final game for him in a Cedar Rapids Prairie uniform.
Francois with the leadoff double.
A heck of a hit there. Ambush tactics as he sent the first pitch over Tadlock's head and found its way off the fence. And now that brings up another big-time hitter here in Grayson Kirsch out of Marion.
Kirsch here in the next few years on ESPN. He will be in the Cornhole Championships as he won first place last night in our bags tournament.
Some fun atmosphere here at the Senior All-Star Series. Yeah, plenty of coaching talent also in the stands here. Coach Zosky, we see. He's here catching Drew Owen, who's in center field right now. Right now we move on here to Kirsch and Francois, who takes on off to third. He'll find his way on to third. And just like that, the chance here for the Large Schools East to potentially get their first lead here of the Senior All-Star Series. So with the 1-1 count here, that pitch not finding the zone here, 2-1. And Holman with the pitch. That one gets set pretty high. That one will be tailing out there, and it'll be White to make the play, and he does. There will be nobody coming on home, though. As we keep it right here in the trade-off, there does go an out here. We get one down as Grayson Kirsch is set down via the pop-up. And that will bring Cade Daufelt to the plate. So far, he has popped up, but has made some pretty good plays in the outfield. It's been pretty strong out of the Muscatine product here across the Senior All-Star Series. Again, his final time as wearing a Muscatine uniform sends that one foul for his second at bat. Again, we have another broadcast after this as the final game of the 2025 Senior All-Star Series will follow this one here. It will be Large Schools East, Large Schools West, and Small Schools East battling it out. Daufelt with an 0-2 count. One down, a chance to be a little bit of hero here should he be able to connect. Colin Homan on the mound here for Remsen St. Mary's with the pitch and gets a high heater past him there. That's another strikeout here for the Kirkwood commit.
Homan gets him on
that marks his third strikeout of the game. And that brings up 2 outs.
The catcher, Declan Bunn.
And again, a heck of a season as Iowa City West's Declan Bunn stepping on up to the plate. And he starts off here with strike 1. Again, Remsen St. Mary's out of the War Eagle Conference. Just 2 losses across the 2025 season. The 0-1 is right up the middle. Tough play out there, but Moore, he slings it across and gets him on the way down. Ulrich with a heck of a play as that one lands in the glove. And what an effort. Great defense here in the Senior All-Star Series as the Large Schools West thwarts the attempt here for East to get a score. And we, again, remain all knotted up at 0 as we'll get the chance now to head into the bottom half. And when we do, 6, 7, and 8, Ulrich, Cool, and Rowe due up after this right here on the IA Baseball Network.
Ulrich, Cool, Roy.
Life's buzzing with energy, from the delightfully routine to the novel and exciting to the truly uncharted. With all that life brings, it's easy to lose track.
I love doing it. We go to all the state events. We work at all the state events, and you know, you wear your polo and people stop and talk to you, and it's just really great to connect with kids from other schools who are on the board, and then coaches, athletic directors who will see you at the events will stop and talk to you, and it's really neat.
You feel a bit of a weight and you're a voice for all athletes in the state of Iowa, which is cool.
I think it's really cool. I remember reading the email and I'm like, oh, this would be something really cool to look for. It'd be good to talk to people that I want to get to talk to around the state. I get to see other people's opinions, kids from 5A schools, kids from small schools. I think it'll just be a really good opportunity for me. IHSAA represents so much that it's really cool that they have 2 girls on the board to bring a girl's perspective, because I think it's really important to be very diverse and get different opinions.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and give you our inning by inning once more as we kind of take a look at the score. Still all knotted at 0, but there has been some hits. 3 hits for the West squad, 1 for the East, and that's where we remain right now. Errorless baseball up to this point, and there's still more to come as we go in and mark us past the halfway point here in this ball game. Aiden Ulrich will be doing the duties to kick things off here. And as we do want to go ahead and once again remind you that we have more coming your way. Game 2 is right around the corner, following this battle here today. Again, it will be small schools East and large schools West. Those 2 teams will wrap up and conclude our time here in the Senior All-Star Series. Collingwood still on the mound, and a high heater from him starts this half inning off with a strike. And Caden Ulrich, part of the Algona squad that, again, paced the conference here. And now looks at a 0-2 count after that one. A heavy swing, but unfortunately unable to capture on that one. But again, Ulrich had a heck of a 2025 campaign. In the end, second on the team with 56 total bases, drove in 30 across 29 hits. So not as much hits, but man, did he make an impact when he did get a hit. Right now he has an 0-2 count and wisely lays off of that one in the dirt. And Ulrich went through 32 games played with 29 hits, 11 of them being doubles. So nearly half of his production came in extra base hits, 18 walks, again, 56 total bases. So as you can see, a guy that's slugging at 651, that one sent hard right side. But a guy who's slugging in a clip of 656 knows what he's doing. 30 runs driven in, 18 walks. Had just 10 strikeouts across the entire season. Just 10. So now he's going to try and not make that another one here. Again, unofficial by the counts here. And Collingwood with the throw. Tried to get a big bender in there, but ends up not spinning as much as he would like. It evens it up at 2 apiece. Again, for Collingwood in his 75 strikeout type season, he was part of a real big dynamic duo with him and Lincoln Dalton. Just made it really fun to watch anytime you went and saw a Pleasant Valley game. The 2-2 delivery, nice breaker, but broke too far out of the zone there. Tried to get him fishing, and Ulrich says no go. I'm on dry land, of course, so we have a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and nobody out. Ulrich starting off the bottom half of inning number 4. Collingwood with an interesting delivery look. And the pitch. That one sent high, and that will be out there into the outfield for Kirsch to capture that one.
Flies out to center. 1 away.
So heck of a play there as that sets down a big bat here in Aiden Ulrich as a fly out to center now brings up once again a Logan Magnolia product, Caleb Cool. Once again, Cool is batting for Jackson Burlage out of right field. Logan Magnolia out of the Western Iowa Conference. A season that certainly believed to be one of their, if not their first state tournament trip in program history. They were absolutely on fire. Through the Western Iowa Conference, they were number 2 behind Underwood at 13-3, 21-6 overall. The 0-1 delivery here with one down. And the pitch. And he pokes that one left side, but a lazy looper finds its way into the glove of Tanner Anderson at third. And we now move to
third base. There's 2 gone.
We now move to 2 outs here.
Up to bat now from Ogden, the catcher, Tanner Roy.
Tanner Roy stepping on up. He was a walk victim, and then Tanner Clean under that at bat and had a stolen base. So we'll see what happens here for the Ogden product. Roy, another Iowa Central commit. Takes a look and watches that one fall into the dirt here, 1-0. So far we have 2 Iowa Central commits. Again, the class that Coach Astor is bringing in here this year is absolutely, I think, one of the better ones that he's had in quite a long time. That one swung through and could not connect on the low heater. We go 1-1 now. Collingwood up to this point has 3 strikeouts under his belt. That's a hard thing to do in the Senior All-Star Series against the most veteran of batters. That one gets lifted high, and that one tails, but Lucas Jablonski will have it as it nears the pitching mound there for warm-ups. So Jablonski's putting on some good flashing of the leather territory here. He has now recorded 3 outs himself, and with that, pop out to first. We now go 1, 2, and 3 in the Small Schools West lineup. It is still an empty ball game. We have gone 4 complete, no runs, 4 combined hits, no errors. We'll see if one of those things changes here as we head into the top half of inning number 5. And when we do turn into inning number 5, it will be Day, Sherm, and Anderson due up first when we return, right here on the IA Baseball Network.
I love doing it. We go to all the state events, we work at all the state events, and you wear your polo and people stop and talk to you, and it's just really great to connect with kids from other schools who are on the board, and then coaches, athletic directors who will see you at the events will stop and talk to you, and it's really neat.
You feel a bit of a weight and you're a voice for all athletes in the state of Iowa, which is cool.
I think it's really cool. I remember reading the email and I'm like, oh, this would be something really cool to look for. It'd be good to talk to people that I want to get to talk to around the state. I get to see other people's opinions, kids from 5A schools, kids from small schools. I think it'll just be a really good opportunity for me. IHSAA represents so much that it's really cool that they have 2 girls on the board to bring a girl's perspective, because I think it's really important to be very diverse and get different opinions.
Welcome on back, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in to the broadcast. Andrew Brown here with all the balls and strikes here for you. And again, as we go ahead and give you all this great broadcast, again, many different views for you to take in, including as we go inside the fence here, and gives you a really kind of unique view, kind of different than that we've had in the past, and so a lot of fun. And so again, really appreciate the Log Cabin Greek Steakhouse out of Galena, Illinois for making this happen. The 0-1 to Mike Day evens up the count here at 1 apiece. Again, plenty of chances to get in touch with us however you can. iabaseball1@gmail.com is one of the better ways to do so, but you can also reach out and social media scenes from Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We're all there. Plenty of chances for you to connect with us. As Dave sends that one foul. So the 1-2 count here. Colin Homan on the mound. 3 strikeouts for him as both pitchers have been doing that. Trio of strikeouts. The 0-2, 1-2 is now brings it even at 2-2. Some defensive changes here for you as we go across the diamond here quick. Moving on over at third is Isaiah Busick. And in the meantime, that's a strikeout here for Colin Homan. And that marks number 4 for him on the day. That brings up Anderson Sherm to the plate. 3A first-team All-State catcher in his final season with the Pella Dutch. Absolutely amazing. And, again, a great lineage from the Sherm family, that's for sure. But, he has definitely blazed his own trail heading to Marshalltown after his time here. Sends that up and out of play. So again, we got Tate Lofswald also moving in. He is camped out at second base now. We still have Cole Moore at short. Again, Isaiah Busick at third. And again, Ulrich stands on first. That one hot shot over there to Busick. He'll get his first chance at it, and he'll sling it across the diamond here. Nicely done. The strong cannon from the Humboldt third baseman will pick up out number 2.
Humboldt throws him out at first. There's 2 gone.
And now that'll bring up, and as we go ahead and change out Tanner Anderson, we do so from Nathan Carey gets the chance to come on up.
High school Nathan Carey.
Carey so far has had a good senior all-star series. And in his next at bat takes strike 1 on the outer edge. Carey did the pitching duties here in the last game. Had a handful of strikeouts there. And then he also took part is in the batting side of things in game 1, in which he went 2 for 3, a couple singles. So certainly more than capable of getting out of this 0-2 hole here against the Kirkwood commit here in Colin Homan. The next pitch, that one was close. Couldn't quite call the edge, and the Central College commit stands strong in the box. Again, part of a squad which, again, you have to go back, I believe, 10 years plus for the last time that a state title winner did so with just 1 hit. And in that one, he has to be set down on strikes. Take a look at Colin Homan today. 5 strikeouts for him in a heck of an outing as he sets them down. 1, 2, 3, 2 strikeouts in the inning for Homan. And once again, we go through 4.5 innings of scoreless ball. But coming on up here for the Small Schools West, they're going to try and change that as they get Tadlock, Owen, Erickson due up next when we return right here on the IA Baseball Network.
I love doing it. We go to all the state events, we work at all the state events, and you wear your polo and people stop and talk to you, and it's just really great to connect with kids from other schools who are on the board, and then coaches, athletic directors who will see you at the events will stop and talk to you, and it's really neat.
You feel a bit of a weight and you're a voice for all athletes in the state of Iowa, which is cool.
I think it's really cool. I remember reading the email and I'm like, oh, this would be something really cool to look for. It'd be good to talk to people that I want to get to talk to around the state. I get to see other people's opinions, kids from 5A schools, kids from small schools. I think it'll just be a really good opportunity for me. IHSAA represents so much that it's really cool that they have 2 girls on the board to bring a girl's perspective, because I think it's really important to be very diverse and get different opinions.
Kirsch.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom of inning number 5 for you coming on up as we get things rocking and rolling from Barton Field, home of the Urbandale Jayhawks. And we get things started and wrapped up. Coming on in for a Tadlock is Tanner Clean out of Sergeant Bluff, Luton.
Tanner Clean from Sergeant Bluff, Luton.
And he sends that one foul in his first at-bat here of the game. Clean, not committed anywhere collegiately. He takes that one high, and that one's tailing left field. And coming on will be Rolfs as he calls that off. And he captures the out here, out number 1.
We're back to the top of the order from North Polk High School.
And now we go right back to the top of the order once again. DMAC commit in Drew Owen out of North Polk gets the chance once more. Takes 1-0 with the count. And Owen and the North Polk Comets just 1 win shy of a second or third straight state tournament trip. They did capture back-to-back Raccoon River Conference titles. Formerly out of the, I believe, Heart of Iowa Conference. Could be wrong at that, but in the end here we sit at a 2-0 count. Bottom half of inning number 5. And Bo Collingwood on the mound. He has a trio of strikeouts up to this point. He has a 3-0 count here on the leadoff man in Drew Owen, who walked last time up. And he'll walk again. So Drew Owen has now 2 walks and a stolen base under his belt. Again, over 30 stolen bases on the year, was caught just once across the 2025 season, and so far has not been caught here in the Senior All-Star Series. And up next here, we have the one and only Ethan Erickson. He gets the chance to pop up here as he has a runner on first and just 1 down here in this one. Wisely lays off a guy with 32 stolen bases out of 33 attempts on the year. Ethan Erickson, again, last year had, I believe, 9 home runs. This year, not quite that mark, but still an impressive mark here. Again, he comes out of Bishop Heelan from the Missouri River Conference. And again, that's the same conference that holds the likes of Sioux City East. As the runner taken off there. Oh, and that one's sent left side. That one's deep, but that will not be so, excuse me, that will not be troubled. As the fly out here to Rolfs will keep Owen where he is. And Ethan Erickson will be sent down without a hit so far. That one had a lot of life on it, but in the end was a 2-step backwards type of move for Rolfs. That's all he needed to do, more of an atom ball situation. As now that will bring us 2 down. And Cole Moore, who has yet to not get onto the base pass here, so he is 2 for 2 with a stolen base up to this point. He has touched every base except home plate up to this point. He has reached first, second, and also third. And now Bo Collingwood's really focused up on North Polk's Drew Owen on first. This is a matchup I'd pay to see in any type of venue. Owen taking off. Button with the throw. That is in time, and that gets him. What a throw here from Declan Bunn behind the dish. Nicely done as he eliminates the threat of Cole Moore at the plate and ends the inning. Wow, heck of an effort here. And with that, that has given us 5 scoreless innings here in Game 1, Day 3 of the Senior All-Star Series. It'll be a chance now to go ahead and give us a brand new fresh inning when we return. And when we do, 8, 9, and 1 due up in the lineup here for the Large Schools East squad. We'll be back right after this.
Hey everybody, got something special for all you electric fence owners out there. It's called Insolites, the LED flashing insulated light that you can see from up to half a mile or more away. It's so great you can see it from the comforts of your car or even your own home. That's right, you can put it onto almost any type of post out there, run the wire right through it, and that's all you need to do. Because Insolites goes with the pulse of the fence. So if there is no pulse, there is no flashing light, helping you locate where a problem may be or where a problem may exist that you didn't know was happening. It's simple as that. So you don't need to ground anything, add any bulky equipment, or shock yourself to test if your fence is working. All you need to do today is head to insolites.com and get you some, and you will not be disappointed. It's simplicity at its finest. So go ahead to insolites.com today and get you some. Oh, and by the way, make sure to tell them that IA Baseball sent you.
Hey, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The top half of the new inning. It's a brand new inning here as we get Max Leno stepping on up here for the first time. Shoots that one left side. Cole Moore on a slow roller, and it makes it look easy as that one is sent over. Again, as Leno is sent down here, the first time he's come up in this game. And a new pitcher to tell you all about it here. Of course, as it is Ethan Erickson out of Bishop Heeland. Primarily in the closer role across the 2025 season, and did a fantastic job at that. As we take you a look from the outside, taking you inside here. And we get Rolfs back up to the plate. As we get Evan Rolfs once again up at the plate here, and that one kind of a little bit of dinged around here. And the new catcher in the ball game here, and Tate Slagle behind the dish. That one kind of caught him in the wrong, just somewhere wrong. And in the end, just kind of going to walk it off. A tough kid, committed to the University of Iowa following today. And I assume that he'll be headed right up there because before too long, we'll be thinking about some fall ball type of things. And the Crusader hurler here, and Ethan Erickson, again, primarily in the closing role across 2025, is fourth pitch, is a heater in there for the strikeout. First strikeout on the day. And boy, I got to say, as you look at what he was able to do across the 2025 season, and in just in 47 innings worth of work on the mound, Erickson, as that one goes for a ball, Erickson was able to produce 47 strikeouts and an ERA of 1.32. He has teams not hitting too well against him, just 129, as he has given up just 19 walks and just 27 hits across the 2025 season.
Tanner Clean from Sergeant Bluff Luton out in left field.
And we get defensive changes here. Tanner Clean in left field. Everyone else still looks to be staying pat there as Cameron Francois stepping on up to the plate. and he looks at a 3-0 count. This would be at bat number 3. Last time up, he had a ringing double, to an ambush tactic, as he stood on second last time up, but he'll get a chance to do that. Just have to do it one base at a time, and he draws the walk.
The 2-out walk.
And now that will mean the second time that Francois has reached the base here in this one. And so with that, we'll have a newcomer once again, and Carson Laggy up at the plate. The North Scott product here, his first trip to the bases here in Game 3 of the 2025 All-Star Series. Swings through that one, comes on up empty. Ethan Erickson has a ground out, strikeout, and a walk so far through 3 batters. 2 down. Again, 1 runner on first here in Cameron Francois. Again, beautiful Barton Field. It's the backdrop for our Senior All-Star Series final day. Again, we'll have one more game following this one here, as we will have the small schools East up against large schools West, and that one in there for the strike. So 1-2 now the count. Again, we'll have full coverage of the next game as well. That one gets sent high, and that will be Moore eyeing it down into the left field grass, and he'll capture the out and make it out number 3. So despite a runner onto the base paths, nothing going here, as the pop out to short will secure that it is large schools East now with just 3 outs left to potentially win this one, or who knows where this will go here. It is still a scoreless ball game, and this is the longest out of the last 2 years anyway that a game has gone scoreless here in the All-Star Series. So let's get buckled up and get ready for the bottom half. And when we come back, it will be 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Small Schools West after this.
Hey everybody, got something special for all you electric fence owners out there. It's called Insolites, the LED flashing insulated light that you can see from up to half a mile or more away. It's so great you can see it from the comforts of your car or even your own home. That's right, you can put it onto almost any type of post out there, run the wire right through it, and that's all you need to do. Because Insolites goes with the pulse of the fence. So if there is no pulse, there is no flashing light, helping you locate where a problem may be or where a problem may exist that you didn't know was happening. It's simple as that. So you don't need to ground anything, add any bulky equipment, or shock yourself to test if your fence is working. All you need to do today is head to insolites.com and get you some, and you will not be disappointed. It's simplicity at its finest. So go ahead to insolites.com today and get you some. Oh, and by the way, make sure to tell them that IA Baseball sent you.
Hey, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom of inning number 6, and would you believe it? We are still scoreless. We have a new pitcher on the mound here, and Mayer out of Iowa City Liberty. He's getting the chance to rock and roll on the mound here. First time pitching in the 2025 campaign of the Senior All-Star Series. And he starts things off with ball 1 on the outer edge. And again, up at the plate is Cole Moore. He didn't get to finish his last time up. He looks at a 2-0 count here. And Iowa City Liberty is the home of Mayer right now. And Mayer on the 2025 campaign is, again, out of the Mississippi Valley Conference. That brings a lot, as that one's chopped foul. Really hard to go out there and be dominant. Again, this is a lot of great pitching, but man, it was hard to sling it the way that Mayer has done in 2025. And across the season, the senior, 19 strikeouts across a 3-2 record, 27 innings pitched on the season. So good job out of the relief model here for him. And right now he gets into a big hitters count, 3-1. Again, Cole Moore has yet to be off of the base paths. He is 2 for 2 with a pair of singles up to this point. And he watches that one for ball 4.
Moore draws the leadoff walk. Brings up the big cat, Isaiah Busick from Humboldt.
As now we get Isaiah Busick standing up to the plate, his first time with the bat here in Game 3 of the Senior All-Star Series. As Cole Moore stands on first. So with the 1-0 delivery and taken off is Moore, there will be a throw, but that will be offline as Moore will be credited with the stolen base. He stands now on second, and we have a 2-0 count here to Isaiah Busick. Busick out of Humboldt. A strong year for him and the Humboldt Wildcats, which made they made it just one game shy of the state tournament themselves. Again, a fantastic year for them. Next pitch, he swings through that one. The 3-0 could not be connected, and he has back at it. Again, a team that lost to Boone in the sub-state final here, but Busick with 46 total bases through the season, 31 hits. And he takes a look at ball 4 as that will put him onto the bases. And there you go. 2 runners on here with nobody down. And Tate Lofswald now getting his first chance here to take a bat. So back-to-back walks now brings up in place of Trey White. Tate Lofswald out of Sergeant Bluff Luton, and he puts a bunt down. That one goes awry on him for strike 1.
Batting now for Small West is Sergeant Bluff Luton's Tate Lofswald.
Is again multiple camera angles here. Want to show you here as we get the look here from beautiful Barton Field, home of the Urbandale Jayhawks. And that pitch not quite in the zone there. We now move it to 1-1. Again, nobody out here. There have been just 4 combined hits. Small Schools West has 3 of those. Large Schools East with 1 so far on the double by Cameron Francois. Double attempt pushed back, and we move to 2-1. Again, final time that we will be seeing Coach Travis Rawls for Large Schools East in a Lancer uniform. He's going to hang it up and call it quits after this one. Play down there. Only play is to first. Excuse me, as that one is in there, and a heck of an effort there. Lofswald nearly beats that one out, but in the end, good job by Mayer. The only play for that was to first. In exchange, they moved runners to second and third now with 1 down.
The first baseman.
And got to say, as I rejoin and get the mics working, Aiden Ulrich is back up to the plate. So I got to say that a sacrifice here by a guy in the Senior All-Star Series, that does speak volumes. Tate Lofswald being a huge component for a Sergeant Bluff Luton squad that, again, made it back to the state tournament. and they did so with selfless guys like that. Lofswald, a big part of that. Again, he was top 3 on the team in overall hits and total bases this season. That one gets sent foul out of play. But as he sacrifices to move Busick over to second and Cole Moore over to third, Aiden Ulrich looking for his first hit in the game. Nearly got one in his second at bat, but flew out in a diving stop in center field. That one no go there for strike, or excuse me, as we move the count to 2-1. 3-1, excuse me. And new into the outfield, Carson Loggy is standing in center. And Max Leno looks to be in right field. And you have Travis Rolfe still standing in left. So Aiden Ulrich, 29 hits across the season, 55 total bases. Most of his hits were extra base hits on the year. As that one's right up the middle, and our first hit run of the game is captured from Aiden Ulrich. A heck of an effort from the Algona senior, and that gives us our first run of the ball game here in the bottom half of inning number 6.
Aiden Ulrich, Algona.
That's what you play the game for, as he now will step out. And again, what a season he has had. What an absolute stellar performance here late, as Bowen Tadlock will get on to the bases, as we have runners now on the corners here, and a 1-0 lead for the Small Schools West. And as we have runners, a little confusion there. Tadlock was taken off to second. And by my count, I was already thinking he was having to move back to first. And I do think because that what looked like it was, that was not in play. It looked like it was not a live ball to me anyway. Tadlock is heading on back. As actually he was called out.
Schroeder Bowen Tadlock out at second. 2 gone.
And now that will bring out Logan Magnolia product in Caleb Kuhl to the plate. Kuhl so far over 2, a line out to third his last time up. He sends that one foul here with a 2-out count at 2-0. Again, with it kind of seemed like a little bit like, again, a little confusion there. Tadlock, I thought he was heading back to be at first, and then in the end he was called out. The play stands. It was live action, and so therefore that's where we get right now at 2 down. And right now we've moved the count to 2-2. Logan Magnolia product, Caleb Kuhl. He slices that one right at Cameron Francois. And unlucky last 2 at-bats here for Caleb Kuhl. Those were rocket shots that unfortunately fell into gloves. And that is how we wrap up, but not before. We have finally given us a run here in this game. It took all the way through 5 2/3 innings to give us. But we finally have a run. It is a 1-0 slim lead for Small Schools West. And it will be Ethan Erickson to try and shut the door, as he has many times this season, coming up next after this. And when we return right here on the IA Baseball Network. Hey everybody, got something special for all you electric fence owners out there. Hey ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Brown here with IA Baseball. I'm here at the PBR Spring League, but man, there's a whole lot of good that I want to talk to you about outside of what's happening on the fields, and that includes the batting donut. That's right here, the batting donut. I would urge anybody to check out. It is a really cool way to help improve your confidence and boost your energy, boost your endurance, all by slipping this
onto your bat. That's it. And hey, look at that. You got sprinkles, you got everything. It's the whole package. And by the way, they come in pink as well. They come in 9 and 16 ounce versions. So go ahead and check that out as soon as you get the chance. A great way to help boost your swing and boost the confidence of your swing as well. So again, if you get the chance, hey, check out the Batting Donut and check them out at the Batting Donut online, or hit them up at sweetenyourswing.com. And while you're there, let them know that iBaseball sent you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Our inning by inning has finally changed here. We have one run on the board here. It's been Small Schools West to give us that lead here, and it's just been on 5 combined hits, 4 belonging to Small Schools West, as we get Braden Mayer up at the plate for the first time here in this one.
Okay.
It's a pitcher-on-pitcher matchup here.
Will do.
As we get Ethan Erickson back out on the field here on the mound. His second inning in work. Again, he comes in relief, and he has done Ullman's work up to this point. He has followed up Remsen St. Mary's Colin Holman, and now he fires on home for the third pitch and finds it in there for ball 3. And the 3-0 count now, the delivery. That one in there, a no doubt strike, 3-1. Mayer again, over 30 hits on the season for him, part of a Liberty squad that made it to their third state tournament trip in program history. Mayer with a shot right side. Ulrich has it ricochet off the glove, but says, I got another hand to work with as well. Captures it, collects himself, and gets the out there. Heck of a play to secure out number 1. And now they're 2 down from going a perfect 3-0 here in the Senior All-Star Series.
Catcher, Iowa City West.
In his way now, Declan Bunn stepping on up. As now we go through, and again, Small Schools West employing Heelan Crusaders' very own on the mound here in Ethan Erickson. And again, correction, it is Smalls East looking to go undefeated. Small Schools West fell in yesterday's game. And again, it is Declan Bunn with the second hit of the ball game here for Large Schools East, as he gets his first hit of the Senior All-Star Series, standing on first. And it is Mike Day up next. Swings through that one for the strike, 0-1. That one gets fouled out of play. And Declan Bunn out of Iowa City West stands on first. A speedy guy there in his own right. And again, this is a squad for Iowa City West. Ended up with 77 stolen bases as a team overall. Bunn led that one with 21, I should say, out of 26 attempts. The 0-2 today. Bunn will take off. There will be a throw, and it will be in time. A heck of a play, and the arm behind the dish. Algona's very own Tate Slagle just showing off his cannon. And as that one goes for ball 1 on the end to Mike Day, it is out number 2. And that one is in there for the strike. Before I can say anything else, the game has concluded. That's the ball game in dramatic fashion. Small Schools West 2-1 in their All-Star Series record. They capture it late,
And that one went as late as it possibly could. Bottom of the 6th inning. That's when the Small Schools West poked across their lone run of the game on an Aiden Ulrich RBI. And that's the guy that gives us our player of the game here in the game one. What a game, as Large Schools East unfortunately falls in all 3 games here of the Senior All-Star Series. Meanwhile, it is a 2-1 record for the Small Schools West squad as they will wrap up their final time in a high school uniform here. We'll be back to give you the wrap-up and more right after this. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Brown here with IA Baseball. I'm here at the PBR Spring.
RDA Financial Network is a proud sponsor of IABaseball.com. RDA supports the sport of baseball in the state of Iowa. We believe the game of baseball promotes many values such as hard work, determination, and teamwork, values that matter on and off the baseball field, and values that we demonstrate to our clients every day in our offices across the country. RDA provides financial planning and wealth management services to our clients in 6 communities in the state of Iowa. RDA Financial Network is an SEC-registered investment advisory firm. RDA advisors may offer securities through United Planners Financial Services, a member of FINRA and SIPC. United Planners is not affiliated with RDA Financial Network nor IABaseball.com. Please visit RDA.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for the final time here in Game 1. Our inning-by-inning look will wrap up as such. 6 combined hits in this one, 1 combined run, and that run came in the bottom half of the 6th inning on an RBI single by Algona's Aiden Ulrich. And that is the final time that now both of these 2 teams will be represented in the Senior All-Star Series 2025 edition. And boy, what a run it has been for both of these teams, right? Of course, for Large Schools East, unfortunately falling here in their 3rd game. They go 0-3. But man, was it a fun, again, they made it competitive. It was fun all the way through. Not only this site, but of course, Ankeny High as well. Coach Ballvan's graciously given up his time the last 2 days and to allow us to have the Ankeny High School baseball field. But here in day 3, we're at Barton Field here in Urbandale. That's the mainstay here for the one and only Urbandale Jayhawks. And, of course, we've had a lot of great coaches in the stands. Coach Zosky out of North Polk. And as I can see out in the distance there, Coach Michael Barta out of Johnston after wrapping up his time as a Johnston Dragon head coach. Again, we'll look to try and catch up with him sometime here soon down the road. But, again, we've had 3 big-time coaches end their time as coaches here in the high school ranks, and that includes, out of the Large Schools East squad, Travis Rolfs, who will officially conclude his time with the North Scott Lancers. That's where he's been, and for 18 years he has been, I believe 18 or 14 years, I should say, he has been a co-head coach with Coach Brad Ward, and it has been an absolute blessing. You know, we've known him for the last 4+ years, and it has been absolutely stellar. It's one of those things that I wish I could have known him even longer. Coach Rouse is an absolute treasure to Iowa high school baseball, and we're so gracious that Coach Rouse was able to be here and give us a lot of great time. We've had a lot of great moments. There have been a lot of great times as we go ahead and give you over to talk about Coach Rolfs, but you know, it has been one where it's been several seasons. Coach Rolfs has been and Coach Ward have opened the doors for us to be broadcasting several games here from North Scott, and I absolutely love what they do with Military Appreciation Night. It brings a lot here as Cameron Francois will get his honor here. As he gets the honor for MVP of the
The Large Schools East squad getting his picture, and again getting some mementos here before he heads out, and he does more great things out there in the world.
And now the participation medals for the small
And
West.
and just trying to make sure to see where he might be headed.
Jackson Berlage from Nevada.
And again, Cameron Francois headed to Southeastern following his time here. But again, participation medals being given out there. But again, I do want to give one more shout out here to Coach Travis Rolfson as he ends his time after, I believe, 14 years as a co-head coach here for North Scott. He'll wrap up his time. And again, you can't get better than what Coach Rolfs brings to the table. Great atmosphere, stellar person. Really am happy for him to enjoy the next chapter of his life. But as he talked to me about, it's got to be a challenge because as a coach, you don't just turn it off right away. He's got a cruise coming on up. Maybe that'll help. But in the end, he's got a lot of time left on his hands coming up down the road here. And we wish him the best of luck. But it will be some big shoes that will be missed. It will be a lot of great baseball knowledge and just a great baseball mind that will be missed here in the Iowa high school ranks. So with that, I want to say thank you for tuning in. We will have a brand new, fresh broadcast here as we get Small Schools East and Large Schools West battling it out in Game 2 coming up after this. I want to say thank you so very much to the Log Cabin Greek Steakhouse out of Galena, Illinois for making this possible. They help do it every single day, every single broadcast for us, all 30-plus broadcasts on the season. And I want to say thank you to everybody from the Log Cabin who has made this possible. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, again, another broadcast brought to you by the Log Cabin Greek Steakhouse in the books. And we will have another one coming up for you right after this. But until we see each other in probably 30 minutes, stay safe on the base pass.
All these players have won.